What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Bud Crawford, Teofimo Lopez. Get this. Terence Crawford slams crazy Teofimo Lopez after gifted win. And Terence said this about the takeover. He said, talked all that shit about me and lost. Like I told him, focus on who you're fighting, not me. At Teofimo Lopez, back to the drawing board, you go, chump. Those are the words of Terence Crawford, okay? And first of all, Terence is referring to the weird scorecards. I mean, Teo won, okay? It was a boring fight. You know, Jamaine came to finesse Teo instead of fight Teo. He should have fought Teo. That could have been a very good fight based on the backstory, the history, the so-called bad blood they had between each other. Yeah, it sucked because it didn't live up to what it's supposed to live up to based on what's supposed to be between the two guys, okay? Lopez and Ortiz. But the scorecards were iffy. They weren't right, okay? And I think this was pretty much a gift as opposed to corruption, all right? Now, to be fair, I don't really care about the decision, but I do care about how the decision was made. You know, the fight itself stunk, so the quality of it is really, you know, boxing fans lost that night. That's who really lost. You know, Jamaine Ortiz, yeah, you got beat by Lomachenko. He outworked you, but you didn't go in there and fight a fight that was fan-friendly, that was passionate, that wasn't convincing. No, so it really, yeah. But here's the flip side, though. Jamaine Ortiz didn't do that. But the flip side of that is Teofimo Lopez didn't do really anything either. See, if you got a fighter that likes to finesse or move, or, you know, he's very mobile and he does a lot of access movement that's pretty much annoying or really even not even pleasing, you have to figure out a way, if you're a great fighter, to still knock and take that fighter out. And he wasn't able to do that. That's why a lot of people, you know, like Edgar Berlanga, you know, when he fought Steve Rose, he was like, man, I can't stop these dudes from running, man. I can't stop these dudes from running. These dudes don't want to fight. See, what he's saying is, I don't have the ability with my skill set to make adjustments to make this guy fight or to stop this guy or to still effectively win against this guy. I don't have that puzzle piece. I don't know how to cut off the ring. So I have to, you know, that's a question of themselves, what they're not able to do. And Teo wasn't able to do that. I'm very disappointed in Teo because he took the approach and the mindset of a novice fighter, because that's what a novice fighter would say. Man, I can't make these dudes fight. You either fight or get out of the business. I'm like, okay, no, you could have cut off the ring since the guy really, and then here's the sad part. He did all that moving and still outpointed you. That's the bad part. That man did all that moving and running around and still able to outpoint you. I don't really even care about hooks and power punches. He still outpointed Teo. Two punches? But he still was able to do that to Teofimo. And Teofimo didn't have enough sense to let me cut this ring off because this kid's really not doing anything but, you know, throwing jabs here and there and moving, you know, in access. That's all he's doing. And then Terence is like, you talked all that about me and you had that type of performance wanting to take on the two-time pound-for-pound undisputed, undefeated king. That's what Terence is saying. Worry about yourself. But that's what happens when fighters worry too much about fighters that are not in front of them. You know, but I don't think that, and I kept saying that to myself. I said, man, if Terence Crawford would go in there, and he would probably frustrate Teo because Teo doesn't have the ability to cut off the ring, and he doesn't have, you know, I think if he has anything, it's the reflexes, but the reflexes won't get you anything without the ability to use them. Terence Crawford, truth be told, he would stop Teofimo Lopez. He would stop him. And Teo would try the pot shot and stuff like that for a while. It would work for a while until Terence catches him. And when he catches him, he's going to hurt him. And when he hurts him, he's going to stop him. That's what Terence does. Terence doesn't play with you. You know, and you would expect Teofimo to put on a better performance based on the fights he says he wants. Not just claim the other guy run and there was nothing I can do about it, because that's a damn lie. But the truth is, he couldn't do anything about it. Okay? That's the truth. And we've seen that in the Sandor Martin fight as well as this fight. He's not able to fight guys that like the box. So how good of a boxer is Teofimo Lopez? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford stating that you go back to the drawing board. Don't mention my name again. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!